Hey guys, it's Bethany, your crafty BFF, and I'm back on again today. I know it's only been a couple days, but I have created more for my swap with Miss Cheryl, who is here on YouTube. I will link her in the description box down below. She and I are both on the Rosie Studios design team, or not design team, sorry, it's not a design team, it's the creative team. And she and I are swapping the goodies that we make from our Rosie Studios collections. Um, Now, if you haven't seen my project share from the other day, I highly suggest you check it out. There are lots of good stuff in there, but I have created more. I have just a little bit more room in this box that I'm most likely going to stuff with some store-bought goodies for Cheryl. But I think this is all I'm going to create um, for this swap. Um, I shared some of it the other day, so I won't reshare what I've already uh, shared. Well, some of it you might see some repeats, but I'll try to keep that to a minimum. I did show the card that I made. Um, Here I have, here, let me get this out of the way. I created, I altered, decorated, whatever you want to call it, this goodie bag that I got in a swap. So I'm reusing it, and then I just decorated it here. So I thought I would show this. You can see I layered up a doily in the background, some of this blue glittery mesh from Hobby Lobby, and then we've got some ephemera pieces, this floral piece, this swan piece, some tickets that I have in my stash. I made some of these bottle cap embellishments for this collection, and put one of them on here. It's the white bottle cap, and then I have that stripy paper there in the background. And then I finished it off with the sentiment together, and then this little blue butterfly puffy sticker. And in here I have, this is how I packaged the two large shaker envelopes. I did share these the other day, so I won't go over them, but that's how I am packaging these up. I don't think I showed this wand that I created. I was there towards the end. I was struggling to figure out what I was going to make. So I thought, well, I can decorate a wand. So I did that. There are pinwheels, and there's an ephemera piece with a pinwheel in this collection. Like I said the other day, I like to take the icons from the ephemera and puffy stickers and, the icons from the collection, and then make them into, embellishments. So that's why I went with the pinwheel wand. I like making these anyways, but so I just did it out of a light pink cardstock that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I cut out a scalloped bottom tag, layered that behind there with this ticket. I cut out this gold foil doily from a die that I have in my stash. And then I just layered up this leaf piece, this big floral ephemera piece, this always and forever sentiment, the butterfly. Oh, and there is one of those rosette type embellishments that I made, and then finished it off with the dark blue enamel dots. Love how it came out. I did put it on a gold foil straw, and I have some soft blue, mint green, and pink seam binding, as well as some pink and white twine and mint green eyelash trim hanging down from it. So there is my wand. See, I showed these the other day, so I won't go over these, but made these 4 shaker butterflies and left them plain for Cheryl to do whatever she wants with. I did not show these flowers. I may have shown this bag topper, but I can't quite remember. But here's the bag topper, one of the bag toppers I made, and I am using it on the package of these gorgeous, if I do say so myself, flowers that I die cut using one of the KS Craft flower plate dies. I used my metal gold centers that I get from Temu, and then the little rhinestones I get from Hobby Lobby in the jewelry section. And then I layered these gold leaf die cuts behind each flower. That's also a die from KS Craft. Like I always say, most of my dies are KS Craft, and um, but I always like to point that out. If I can remember where a die is from, then I will tell you. So, anyways, and I cut the flowers out of this pink shimmer cardstock that I picked up at Michael's. So, love how these turned out. I did just cut out a piece of acetate and attached them to the acetate with repositionable glue dots so Cheryl can take them off and use them. So, there's those. I did show these the other day. These are the stamp embellishments I made. This is the bag topper I made to go on top of them. Like I said, I don't remember if I shared the bag toppers or not, but there's those and there's those. I know I shared these embellishments, but now you're seeing them all packaged up. Again, I just cut out a piece of acetate and put them on with some repositionable glue dots and called it a day. So I decorated 2 and left 2 for her to decorate herself. I showed the tag flip, so I won't go over that. But new is this little 3D backpack. This is a die, I believe, from ZF Party. They I got it from Amazon, and I just think this is adorable. It's a cute little 3D project. It fit in it, and I was like, it's the perfect size to fit in the box to take up some room. So in this front pocket, I don't have anything because I don't have anything that small to put in there. But in this top portion, I have several embellishments, including these 2 Swan paper piece die cuts. This is a die I've had in my stash for a long time. I don't know where it's from. I'm pretty sure I ordered it on Amazon though. I did cut it out of 110-pound cardstock so it'd be nice and sturdy. And then I cut it out of this white glitter cardstock, and I cut it out of gold foil so that I would have this layering piece for the wing to make it look like there's just a touch of gold behind the wing. And then I just cut the crown off of the gold foil one and layered it on top of the swan's head so the crown would be a different color. So there are those 2 little embellishments. There's swans in the collection, so I that's why I made those. This is a new to me die. I picked it up on Amazon, and it's not from KS Craft. I know that much, but it is on Amazon. If you guys want links, just ask and I will link them. No problem. So we have this little hot air balloon die that I picked up. Of course, cut it out of 110-pound cardstock because I like a sturdy embellishment. I say that all the time. But I think it's important to have nice sturdy embellishments. Then I cut it out of this pink textured cardstock, and then the layering piece I cut out of this butterfly pattern paper. And then there's another pink textured cardstock layer, the gold foil layering pieces, just to gives it some nice dimension. And so like the pink is like the actual balloon, and then the gold foil is like the decoration that's on the balloon, and then you have the little wires and the basket. So I decorated it just by winding up some of that gold thread. I layered this stamp ephemera piece back there, this tiny blue rosette that was sent to me in Happy Mail from Brooke. Hi Brooke, if you're watching. And then I finally opened that package of little rosettes that you sent, and then I finished it off with this enjoy life sentiment. So there's that one. I did make 2 of them and decorated this one as well. I'll leave this one in the package. I just layered up that rosette embellishment or ephemera piece, this love and laughter sentiment, and then these tiny little flowers that I get from Hobby Lobby in pink and yellow. So there's that one. Then I made a couple of rosettes from the pattern papers. I just cut out a 1-inch strip of pattern paper and then scored every 1/4 inch and then folded it up and hot glued it on the little circles. The backs of my rosettes never look good. um, but I think they turned out pretty good. I used 2 of the different pattern papers and cut out a little piece of acetate just so that they wouldn't be swirling around in the bag, and put them on there with the removable adhesive dots. I don't think I can say that enough. So I left those blank for Cheryl. And then I think I showed these the other day. These are 2 of the butterfly bow embellishments that I made. Used the pink shimmer cardstock and then 2 of the pattern papers and the gold foil bodies, of course. And again, just with the acetate and removable adhesive dots. So that's everything in here. I stuffed it as full as I could get it. And then next, I will show you the mini album I made. It is a die from KS Craft. I'm going to take a drink real quick. Excuse me. So this is a die from KS Craft that I just picked up. I ordered it specifically to play with this collection. They call it a hot air balloon mini album because it is a decent size. I believe it's 4 inches by 5 inches. And you can make the front a shaker. So I did make it a shaker. I did the frame in pink glitter from Michaels, and then the gold foil from Hobby Lobby for the little for the balloon pieces. And then I just I made this embellishment, and I showed this in the last video, but I thought it was perfect for this hot air balloon, and so I did do that. Oh, and then the little layering pieces I popped up on some 5mm foam to give it some nice dimension, and then added the little butterfly up here. Now I did have to make the album, the spine for this album, and all I did was cut out a 2-inch strip of 110-pound cardstock, and then I scored it so that it would have a 3/4 of an inch, whatchamacallit, hinge, and then a 1/2 inch gusset. So that's how I made the spine. I did tie it together with this soft blue seam binding, and then I just put some embellishments that I made inside. I did line the spine with some pattern paper so it wouldn't be naked. And so here are 2 of these butterfly embellishments that I made using the different pattern papers, the pink shimmer and the gold foil. This is a die from KS Craft. This is one of the rosettes that I created, and I actually decorated it. I used one of those metal bottle cap embellishments, a little stamp die cut in the background, a little banner that I cut out, and then the little squirrel with the sentiment, and then the green enamel dots to finish it off. Then on the next 2 pages we have I showed these in the last video, but this is how I'm packaging them. This is the angel wing bow from KS Craft, favorite bow die. I did show these in the last video as well. This is the paper ruffles that I made and sewed from the different pattern papers. I think paper ruffles are just a really nice, simple embellishment, easy to make, and it shows off the pattern papers really well. There's that. And then these, I believe I showed in the last video as well. I just made these little pinwheel dies or embellishments this is also a die from KS Craft. So I cut the base out of gold foil, and then I used this this pattern paper here in the background, that's what I use for the layering pieces. And that's it for the little mini album. Next, I will show you the embellishment box I created. I just got done making this. I was trying to figure out something else to take up some room in my shoebox because I don't want any empty space in my shoebox. So I did cut out this pink pattern paper, sewed around it, added some pink mesh, some ephemera pieces, this rosette that I got in Happy Mail, and then the little hot air balloon ephemera piece and the little puffy sticker. I added a paper ruffle. There's an ephemera piece layered in the back. Of course, the butterfly, and then the good things will find you sentiment. And this is a embellishment box that I got at Hobby Lobby. They come in a 3-pack for like $3.50, so it's and they're a decent size. So I did line the inside with just some pink cardstock. I am gifting a bunch of wire wrapped beads, some unwire wrapped beads, some flowers, some little paper flowers from Michaels in pink. Cheryl loves pink, so I tried to do as many pink things as I could. We've got some pink pom-poms, some pink bows. This is all charms. And then we have tassels, flower cabochons, some more beads and charms. And then this is all little flat back bows in different styles and sizes. So there's the embellishment box. And then last but not least, we have my 3D project that we kind of just said, we both like making 3D projects and we both like making embellishments. So, and we agreed to fill a shoebox. So this is the 3D project I made. It is a little mailbox, and this is a tutorial from BB's Crafts. I will link it in the description box down below. It was a really easy tutorial to follow. I didn't have any pink 110-pound cardstock, and I know Cheryl likes pink, so I did use my white 110-pound cardstock for the construction, but then I lined everything with this soft pink textured cardstock so that it would be extra sturdy, and then so you can see that it is layered with the pink cardstock, and then just an 1/8 of an inch smaller I cut the pattern paper. So I used this butterfly pattern paper for the front, sides, and top. And then for the lid, I used this pink grid pattern paper. And so I had to use an X-Acto knife to cut this little rectangle out, so it's not perfect, but what are you gonna do? I did sew around all of the layering pieces with my gold thread and decorated the front here. I just have a little cluster with a doily, a stamp embellishment, a stamp die cut, some pink mesh back there. Again, one of those little metal bottle cap embellishments. This carousel ephemera piece I popped up on foam. There's some flowers back there, and then it has the sentiment that says one of a kind. Oh, and there's a rosette. So it is definitely a really chunky little 3D project. And inside, I believe you guys have seen most of this. This is the memory decks card that I made. I am sharing this pink mesh trim sample, and I'm sharing these trim samples. I know I showed this the other day. It's a little rainbow shaker that I decorated. There's rainbows in this collection as well. I have a die for this little box that someone gifted me the die in Happy Mail. So I cut out all the layering pieces and stitched around them in pink thread this time because I ran out of my gold. And inside, I'm gifting this sequins mix that I created just for this collection, and I hope she likes it. So there's that. Come on now. Okay. Then we have, now I did show the tops of these embellishments the other day. I made these rosette type embellishments, but I did add the ribbon tails to them to make them look like award ribbon embellishments. Decorated one and left one blank for Cheryl to decorate. These are the two small shaker envelope embellishments I created. Oops, sorry, I bumped the tripod. We've got this different type of, this is a tool shaker envelope that I decorated. And last but definitely not least for this big swap, we have the bottle cap embellishments that I created. Just using a 1-inch punch, these metal bottle caps, and then the clear dome stickers. I just cut them out of the different pattern papers and stuck the little dome sticker on top. So I used colors from the collection, the pink, white, yellow, and blue. For this packaging, I just put it in a cello bag, and I cut this pattern paper that I stitched on the back with the gold thread just to give it a little extra detail because there's no room for a bag topper. So that does it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry if you saw the other video and you had to sit through some of the repeats. I hope you don't mind. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below and I'll get back to you. Other than that, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.